Welcome to Core Concepts from Dent Gaming. Let's see this build. Hey everybody, what is up? I've got another build for you today. This is Unleash, named after a song by Killswitch Engage that I really like. That song hits hard, and this thing also delivers. So keeping in tradition with the last couple episodes, this is named after a song. Let's break this thing down. We got for a right arm unit, we've got a Ludlow, which is really good at close to mid-range suppression of enemies and just keeping them on their toes and keeping their stagger gauge up, which is exactly where you want their stagger gauge to be. Paired with that on the other arm, we have an Etsujin, which used to be absolutely broken before patch 1.07, but they reduced it a little bit, which probably broke the hearts of many a Raven out there, but it is still a viable machine gun. I've thought about doing dual Ludlows on this build. I just haven't done it yet. I honestly think the Ludlow, due to its reload rate, let's go ahead and pull this up. So it's got a reload rate of 10, I believe. Sorry, rapid fire rate of 10, whereas the Itsuji over here has one of 8.1. So I'm thinking that maybe those extra couple of rounds per second is actually going to tip the Ludlow to the Ludlow having better attack power and impact. I don't know if that's true, but that's been the theory I've been operating behind. Also, I love the fact that the Ludlow actually has better statistics here and here, so that means that they can stay, the opponent can stay within my ranges for a little bit longer. It's not much, it's only 10 units, but whatever. All right, that is the arms. Let's go ahead and go for the back weapons. The back weapons on the back right, I've got the P19 SPL-12. It fires 2 missiles, which then each of those split into 6 missiles to make 12 total missiles going at the enemy. This is really used just to kind of just to keep the enemy on their toes, same as the machine guns. Build stagger slowly, same as the machine guns, only do it at a further range. Add a little bit more oppression into the fight for them, and just keep them on the run. So the way to break down these statistics here, we got a 600 by 2. That is the 2 missiles it fires, and each split up into 6. So each missile hits for about 100, which isn't the greatest, and the guidance isn't that good. Like I said, these are made to keep them on their toes. If they hit, they hit. If they don't hit, then they don't hit. But if you can get a stagger with them with your guns, and then your missiles hit, and then your Truenu on the other side, for example, hit, that will do some damage, because we've got a direct hit adjustment of 215, which is wonderful, a decent attack power to boot. So yeah, this thing is absolutely destroying the opponent. The Truenu did get a nerf in 1.07, but it is still very viable, and I still love it for all that it is. All right, let's go ahead and break down this frame here. We've got the F-Mira head. Why? Because statistically speaking, look at these wonderful numbers. The only thing you can knock this core for is the weight and maybe the kinetic defense. The rest of these statistics are absolutely glorious. The EN load, yeah, it's a little high, but it's not the highest in the game. And I mean, these statistics are still just absolutely amazing. And this is a great head part. If you can fit this thing on your build, I definitely recommend you guys giving it a try, because it is an absolute monster. Moving on to the core, the Mind Alpha needs no introduction. It's been on the last 3 builds because I lack an imagination. Also because look at the stability, the defenses, lighter weight package, just generator friendly. I love the way this core sits when it comes to stats, so I use it very often. Melander C3 arms, why? Firearm specialization is the 3rd best in the game, so that is mainly why, and it comes in a nice lightweight package with a lower EN to boot. Plus, these statistics are pretty well balanced. I would like to see this at about 230, but whatever, you know, just to balance them out a little bit better. But, you know, 212 is acceptable, I guess, for the lightweight and the accuracy. I will take it, I suppose. Moving on to the legs, Melander C3s, again, should be no surprise. I love these legs for statistics. They're really good. They got a good defense, solid stability, lighter weight package. I mean, what's not to love? Statistically speaking, my favorite legs in the game. So 3 of the 4 frame parts are actually my favorite when it comes to statistics on this build. And then I went ahead and popped the F-Mirror on here because it also has good statistics, and I wanted to make this an absolute statistics monster, and I think I did a pretty good job. These aren't the greatest I've ever seen, but they're definitely not the worst. I mean, if you look at my boost speed on a mid-weight is 355. That's lightweight territory. Plus, we've got a stability at 1770, which honestly could be a little bit higher for a midweight, but I've got some decent defenses and a decent AP to help keep me in the fight. So let's move on to the inner parts. I'm running the Alulas because the quick boost is outstanding. I freaking love it, and that is all I need to say. Alulas are a mercenary's best friend when it comes to not getting hit, and that is something I enjoy not doing. FCS, boom! I am running the G2P05. I like the mid-range capability here. I feel like it suits my missiles very, very well. And also suiting my missiles very, very well is this 105 statistic here to help guide my missiles and make sure that they stay on target. Very low EN on this FCS, very low weight. I freaking love this thing. I use it a lot. Last episode, I actually had this on and I switched it for the Talbot. I could do that, but I don't want to do that because unlike the last build, this is using a dual machine gun, and these are basically just spray and pray. They just have to be close to the target just to add that pressure and get hits every now and again. They're not necessarily a primary thing. Plus, I've got good accuracy in the arms to keep my bullets on target. Also, the Ludlow got a buff in the last patch, which increased its ballistics velocity, which means it made it even more accurate. So, all those things said, that's how I justified having this FCS on here. Moving on to the generator, we are using the Yeba. I love the Yeba. It just got a buff in the last patch. It's such a good generator. I love its recharge. I love its lightweightness. That is why I equipped it. It just fits my fight style, and I use it in a lot of builds. It's just a fun little generator to use, just a peppy little thing. So, moving on, assault armor. Yes, I did. Because the name of the AC is Unleashed, and I unleashed that assault armor. No, that's not why I did it. That's also why it's glowing green here, just like the assault armor. No, that's not at all why I did it. It just kind of fits. If I needed an extra way to punish with this, and that is why I chose assault armor, because I had the true Anu. I'm not really too worried about being staggered, and I'm not really worried about my defenses in this. This is a very runaway type build, so I'm constantly rotating away from the enemy. Anyway, that is the battle strategy and the build. Let's show you guys what this thing can do. Come here, Freud.
Main system.
All right, ye freaking ha, let's go. Woo! Quick tip with the Truenu, if you actually pull the trigger right before it reaches max lock, sometimes it actually mitigates the little beep beep warning that you guys hear. Little quick tip there if you guys are playing PvP. Oh, yeah, fun build. Fun build. Alright guys, that was Unleashed. Here's the share information. We have a share ID of XQE55A4P8Q0U. If you like him, take him. He's all yours. Have a blast. Speaking of having a blast, I had a lot of fun using this big giant robot to blow stuff up. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.